It's low key, and I say I am Mr. Super Facts. So, long story short, Raja Jackson's life might be over. Why? Because we live in a world full of fucking cowards. We live in a world ran by cowards, owned and controlled by cowards. So there is this brainwashing, mind control program where what does a coward do? A coward throws a fucking stone and hides their hand. Cowards initiate, instigate, create toxicity, chaos, drama, bullshit, and then run from it. And then run. So this guy, the whole internet is talking about how Raja should be sent to jail for a long time, prison. He needs to be locked up. This one piece of shit YouTuber was like, oh, he's an animal that needs to be caged. I'm like, oh, wow. I love polarizing situations like this because it show you people true colors. A lot of these people on YouTube are fucking prejudiced, racist, self-hating pieces of shit. Let's have a real conversation. Now, here's the thing. When you put your hands on someone, you forfeit anything after that as far as their reaction. When you put your hands on somebody, you chose to do that. That was the decision you made. You no longer have the choice to dictate how they respond. So I don't think that, if the guy died or whatever, this Psycho Steve guy is a fucking clown. They're saying that he's a retired veteran, And the problem that here's the problem that nobody is talking about. And it's just crazy that I always got to point out shit that nobody's talking about, right? All of these clowns on YouTube, the penguin dude, he doesn't even fucking go outside. The other dude, these dudes don't even go outside. They don't even get pussy, bro. They have no real life experience. So I don't even know how their channels are so popular. It must be just a bunch of little kids watching them. I don't know. But the one thing that nobody is fucking talking about is this Psycho Steve guy. He fucked up. And this entire situation would have never happened if this piece of shit, Psycho Steve, did not assume. What happens when you assume? The Psycho Steve dude, wrestler, assumed that because somebody was holding a camera and recording Raja, these motherfuckers in these loud ass motorcycles, dude. Just like the most daddy issue ass niggas in the world, bro. Fuck off, man. I love the summer, but I hate the summer because of these fucking daddy issue. Please pay attention to me ass niggas with these bikes, man. Fucking go die somewhere, bro. Anyway, this guy assumed that Raja was a worker, that Raja was a wrestler, that Raja was going to sell it. You stupid fuck. And once again, this is a military veteran making dumb decisions like that. That's what your military has to offer, United States military. That's what the military has to offer. The first thing you taught in the military is supreme discipline. That's the first thing you taught. You are not taught to assume shit in the fucking military. See, this is what I'm saying. This Psycho Steve guy, he's a fucking idiot based on his actions. This is no opinion here. He's a fucking moron. And he fucked around and he found out. Shout out Raja Jackson. I don't care. Because if somebody put their hands on me, You can't control how I react. Period. So he assumed because Raja was live streaming on Kick or whatever the hell. They call it in real life streaming and shit. It's just everybody now. It went from like, you know, Kim Kardashian and shit. Now everybody with a phone in their pocket is everybody with a phone in their pocket can be a reality TV star. You know what I mean? It's just social media is the devil. I don't care what nobody say. I wish, just take me back before cell phones. Life was so much more meaningful. So anyway, so this piece of shit, if he never, so on top of him assuming, because that's where he fucked up first. Why couldn't Psycho Steve simply ask? Yeah, this is some gang stalking. This is gang stalking. This is a noise campaign because the same dude keep driving around in circles, y'all. It's the devil. Whenever I go, it was quiet as fuck as soon as I pressed the button. And he gonna come over here. Watch. Faggot. Anyway, so they do that. They do that, the noise campaign, to make you forget what you about to say, to throw off your train of thought. But anyway, that's Negro here nor there. So the point I'm trying to make is, we talking about a veteran, and we talking about a grown man that's like probably 20 years older than Raja. Psycho Steve is like 20 years older than this dude. So you mean to tell me he looked like he 40 years old or something? He looked like he in his 40s, maybe even early 50s. So you mean to tell me this white motherfucker, this veteran, couldn't take 2 seconds to ask anybody, hey, is he one of us? Is he a part of, is he working? Is he gonna sell it? Is he a wrestler? If I hit him in the fucking head, if I hit him in the fucking head with this can, is he gonna go along with it? Because a normal person would fucking ask a question like that. Let's have a real conversation. See what I'm saying? Common sense ain't too common, bro. A normal person would ask before they do anything like that. Before you assault somebody that you don't know, that you just seen this kid for the first time. You don't even know this kid. You damn sure probably don't even know who his father is. Dude, the white dude is in the wrong. Period. Period. I don't care. Yo, I don't care. It helps that he didn't beat him to death, but I don't care about his reaction. Because once he assumed that this dude is a wrestler, you know, and then normally they would, if two people was working together, like wrestlers or whatever, or actors, you communicate with each other what you're gonna do. Come on, man. The dude was dead wrong. Period. He never would have got his fucking face pummeled if he never would have assumed that this dude was a wrestler and then proceeded to assault him. And now a lot of people don't even realize this dude, Raja, was coming off of a, I hate when I see like one chick hanging out with like 3 dudes. Like, you such a slut. Like, like that looks so weird, bro. These girls, it'd be one girl hanging out with 3, 4, 5 dudes. And then when they get a train ran on them, they're like, oh, I can't believe this. I just can't believe it. The fuck is wrong with these bitches, bro? What's wrong with them? This world is so retarded, man. What is wrong with these bitches, bro? Anyway, so he got what he asked for. It's as simple as that. He got exactly what he fucking asked for. He assumed the dude was a wrestler or whatever, and then he assumed that he can assault this dude and get away with it. That's the problem when it comes to disrespect. It's one thing to assault somebody, but it's another thing in your head to think you can get away with it. That's a whole separate thing, that you have this ego about you that you think you can get away with this disrespect. Bro, it's not. I don't care what nobody say. So the dude got what he deserved. I'm glad he didn't die. But at the same time, he got what he deserved. And a lot of people don't realize Raja was coming off of a concussion. Raja was saying that, and once again, I hold that nigga accountable too. Because his father even said Raja shouldn't have been doing anything physical at all. So, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, the snowball started. Everything in life is a snowball effect. And it's up to you to decide if you're going to let the snowball continue to roll down the fucking, you know what I'm saying? Let's have a real conversation. Let that motherfucker roll, or you going to stop it? And Raja allowed the shit to roll downhill. But it started with the fucking Psycho Steve, this clown, putting his hands, Psycho Stu, whatever the fuck his name is, putting his hand, assuming that this kid was a part of the fucking wrestling team or whatever. This little funky ass fucking Temu version of fucking SmackDown and shit. It was crazy, bro. It was so ghetto. That shit was so raggedy. That little wrestling event was so raggedy. You know what I mean? Imagine throwing your life away over a raggedy ass, fake ass wrestling event. Like, yo, you really fucked up, bro. You fucked up real. You know you done fucked up, right? You fucked up real bad, Raj. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, the crash out was valid. I'll give you that. But you fucked up, bro. You fucked up, bro. You might not get no pussy for a long time, man. I'm sorry, bro. But attempted shadow realming is wild. attempted deletion. Yo, attempted shadow realming is wild, bro. We out here speaking brand new languages that don't even make fucking grammatical sense because YouTube is a piece of shit. YouTube is a piece of shit platform that defends pedophiles, but they worried about our language. We not allowed to say murdered. God, I can't wait to get off this planet, bro. This planet is dog shit. For real. So nobody's gonna talk about that. I noticed with all these incidents, and I'm sorry, bro. Like I said, black is a color, not a race. Shout out Chronicles of Judah. I do energy. I don't do race. I don't do race. Race is psychological. Racism is a psychological operation created by the CIA. I'm too smart to fall for that. Sorry. But I am tired of seeing these black motherfucking people. I don't care. I am tired of seeing black fucking people defend themselves, and then they don't even start the shit. Like the Carmelo Anthony situation. He was assaulted. You can't dictate how somebody responds. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I'm tired of seeing black people get assaulted first, and then they defend themselves, and the whole internet is like, you know what I mean? Not even talking about it. They not even talking about how it started. If the if Psycho Stu never put his hands on this motherfucking man, what happened after that never would have happened. Why nobody ever talk about what started the situation, bro? All these people talk about is, you know, the final thing, the final situation that happened. You know what I mean? Like, that's all these people talk about. And I'm not that type of person. I'm always like, well, what was the source? What was the initial thing that jumped this whole shit off? That's the type of person I am. Because when you're trying to find solutions, you have to find what is the source? What kicked this shit off so that we can avoid that, so that we don't never have to deal with that again. You know what I'm saying? But people don't care about that. All they want to talk about is, you know what I'm saying, the end result. You know what I mean? Nobody want to ever talk about, hey, you need to keep your fucking hands to yourself. Nobody want to talk about, hey, instead of assaulting somebody, how about you ask a question? You know what I mean? That was his fault. I don't care what nobody said. So you telling me you got the whole internet making excuses for this Psycho Stu guy who's probably 20 years older than Raja and a military veteran. Somebody that was in the army or whatever, in the military, that was trained to know better. He was trained to not assume shit. So if you ask me, this motherfucker Psycho Stu was a sorry ass soldier. Was he kicked out of the military? Did he even, you know what I'm saying? Was he discharged? You know what I mean? Did they kick him out the fucking military? Because only a fucking idiot would sit up there and assault somebody before they even ask him, hey, are you a part of the show? Can we run a play? I mean, come on, dude. You just don't run up to somebody and you know, and in the whole video, he was hunting that. I keep wanting to call him a boy, but I think nigga's like almost 25 or something. But he was hunting. The Psycho Stu dude walks up behind him, right? All up in his personal space, begging for attention. You know, he initiated the entire thing. Same dude. So that's why I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad for him at all. I'm Team Raja, even though, you know what I'm saying? Did he do too? Maybe. Whatever it is, bro. Did he do too much? Maybe. But it's who is anybody to say that? The dude just came off of a concussion. So if he would have got hit in the head a harder, and his brain, the motherfucker would have got CTE or his brain would have got scrambled, oh, you think people would give a fuck? No. No. He just came off of a concussion. The majority of people on the fucking internet never even had a concussion. That's what I'm saying, bro. People don't even know what, people just run their mouth, man. Social media is garbage because every person that's not qualified to speak, don't have all the facts and shit, just run their mouth, man. And a lot of the majority of these people that's saying that he should go to jail and prison and all of this shit are pussies. They're the type of dudes that would get hit upside the head with a goddamn beer bottle or whatever kind of can that was. They're the type of dudes that would get bust upside their fucking head and they wouldn't do a damn thing about it because they wouldn't have the balls. They wouldn't have the balls to stand up for themselves. That's why they saying, oh, motherfuckers with guns need to come lock him up. No. Let's go back. These motherfuckers, the people that's talking about, oh, the police need to arrest him and lock him up. You ain't gonna last a day. When shit hit the fan, you see the way the society is, right? You motherfuckers is gonna be food. You're not gonna last the first day of the fucking purge or shit hit the fan or apocalypse situation. You ain't gonna last. Man, listen, bro. You motherfuckers ain't gonna last 24 hours, bro. Because you ain't gonna have the fucking police. You ain't gonna have daddy government to come save you. Fuck out of here, man. That shit made me want to throw up when somebody talk about call the police. Get the hell up out of here, man. That shit give me diarrhea. When I hear the word police, I get diarrhea. Shut up. Stand up as a man. Defend yourself. People talking about, oh, he need to be locked up for a long time. For what? For what? Because when they side do it, they be screaming, oh, he fucked around and found out. Bro, let's just call it what it is, man. If Psycho Stu was black and Raja Jackson was white and you know what I'm saying? And the black dude died, white people would be saying, the white internet would be saying he fucked around and found out. But because it's the white dude that's getting fucked up, let's just call it what it is. Let's have this low-ass vibration conversation. But because it was the black dude beating the shit out of the white dude, now they saying, oh, he need to be thrown in jail like that, like an animal. Let's just call it what it is. And that's courtesy of the CIA. Because racism, we not born hating a motherfucker with different color skin. We're taught that. Directly from the CIA. That's who teaches racism. Fuck is you talking about? And people for hook, line, and sinker. So it's I love situations like this because it's polarizing and people true colors, they can't hide it. But we'll see what happens, man. I hope the dude, you know what I'm saying, worst case scenario, you know, I hope he could just settle it, he could pay it off, you know what I mean, and just keep it moving or whatever. But that's why you don't put your hands on nobody, and don't even think you can put your hands on nobody. That's the problem. Don't even think you allowed or you qualified to put your hands on somebody. Don't even let the thought cross your fucking mind. Now, if somebody put their hands on you, you clock in. Let's have a real conversation. But we live in this pussified world. You can't do nothing. You live in this pussified world where it's like you can't discipline nobody. You can't discipline a motherfucker that put their hands on you. You can't discipline your own children. You know what I mean? There's no discipline. That's what really has died in this world. You know, discipline. You know, disciplinary action. Like, let's have a real conversation, man. So we'll see what happens. I hope he don't go there. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Now, if Raja would have put his hands on Stu first, then I'd be like, whatever. I wouldn't defend it. But when somebody put their hands on you, you have all the right. You have all the right to defend yourself. And I bet you this is what I was thinking about earlier. I bet you this. I bet you that motherfucker Psycho Stu don't never put his hand. I bet you he don't never put his hands on somebody he don't know ever again. I bet you he'll ask the next person. Because then you got to ask yourself this question. How many times has Psycho Stu put his hands on somebody that he had no idea who the fuck they were? How many times has Psycho Stu, see, this people don't never want to, nobody, listen, man. Listen, bro. Too much truth, dog. It's too much truth over here, dude. It's too much fucking truth, dog. So how many times, see, we don't know the context, we don't know the background. Psycho Stu could be putting his hands on people all the time thinking and be using, oh, well, the camera was right there. So I thought we was acting. I thought we was working. Yo, bro, I would not be surprised if he hit this fucking kid or if he hit Raja and then was like, I'm just going to use the cameras as an excuse. Oh, I thought we was working. There's people out here that do shit like that, bro. They'll come up with an excuse beforehand to disrespect you. They'll already have their excuse lined up. You know what I'm saying? It's bullshit. It's complete bullshit, bro. So I wouldn't put it past him. I wouldn't put it past him that he did it before. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So we'll see. We'll see what happens or whatever. But see, I never looked into the whole Daniel Penny shit. I heard about it, but I never looked into it. I never looked into it. You know, it's one of those, it's so many of these, you know what I mean? There's so many of these situations where it's like, what the fuck? That it's a lot, you know what I mean? It's a lot. I'm thinking that this white boy tried to humiliate me in front of his people. Yeah. And another fucking, that's a fact. And another thing is, was this nigga Raja wearing a skirt? That's what I thought. It looked like he was wearing like a skirt or some shit. Or maybe it was, he had a hoodie tied around his waist. But when I saw, I was like, is this nigga wearing a skirt? Is this like some sort of humiliation ritual? What the fuck is that about? So I don't fucking know. But you know, I guess I don't know. Go back and watch the video. It looked like he wearing a skirt when he's outside. I was like, this nigga wearing like a kilt or some shit? Like, what the fuck is he wearing? It looked like a kilt or some shit. I don't know. I'm not saying 100%. But it was a valid crash out. I don't care what nobody say. And we don't know this dude. We don't know this dude, Psycho Stu, man. We don't know him. He could be a complete prick. The way, like I said, the way he carried himself. And then they say, oh, well, he apologized. Fuck your apology. What does that mean? Motherfuckers apologize every day and don't mean it. What are you talking about? Who cares? Oh, well, he apologized. He apologized. And then, like 2-3 hours later, you know, he accepted his apology, and 2-3 hours later, he did this to him. Fuck out of here, bro. Oh, and another thing I was thinking about, I was like, they trying to use this narrative where they're like, oh, well, he should have responded, like he should have responded when the situation happened. Fuck you. You're dumb. You're dumb. No, he did exactly what he was supposed to do, because when the situation happened, all of the wrestler dudes was right next to him. He wouldn't have been able to get his licks off. Pause. He wouldn't have been able to get his licks off. So when he heard, he said, oh, you'll let me come in the ring? Oh, you'll let me hit him for real? Oh, I'm going to take that opportunity because it'll be a 1v1. You stupid. Yo, these people are so, they never been in real combat. Not even close. So what he did was the smart thing to do. He waited. He was patient. The same way the fucking U.S. government will wait years to strike another country and destabilize another country. Your own fucking government does the same thing that Roger did. They wait. They're patient before they strike. They just don't strike immediately. I mean, these people are fucking like, you know what I mean? These are peasant rules, bro. These are rules for fucking peasants or some shit. No. When somebody fucking disrespects you, if you're capable, the smartest thing to do is control your emotions, and then you find an opportunity to get your get back. A lot of times, like if the dude would have went upside his head with the can, if he would have tried to even swing on him right there, he only would have got one punch off and might not even connected. Hit all the wrestling dudes are right there. But then they said, okay, you can hop up in the ring and you can, you can pick him up and slam him down. And then if you hit him, you can hit him for real. Dude, he would have been come on, man. That's just stupid. He would have been stupid to fight him right there. You know what I mean? Everybody knows that. You know what I mean? When a fight just pops off and when a fight pops off and there's mad people around, you can't fight. You're not gonna be able to fight. And you're gonna be somebody like me, you're gonna be pissed off because you weren't able to fight. You're gonna be pissed off because you weren't able to get your shit off. So you have to wait. And that's what he did. He waited till he got in the ring to get his shit off, and he got his shit off. These people ain't never been in fucking no type of physical combat. They ain't never beat nobody ass. They ain't never got their ass beat. Let's have a real conversation. These people in the comment section fucking were fucking COVID babies and shit. These people in the comment section don't even go outside. You know what I mean? You saw the black color apron. An apron? Why the fuck he wearing an apron for? That don't make no sense, bro. Why the fuck he wearing an apron? You ain't in the kitchen, Roger. What the fuck? I'm trying to, hey, you know what I mean? Fuck that nigga wearing an apron for, dog. What, he a Mason? Like, what the fuck? He a Mason now or some shit? Come on, bro. That shit was weird. That threw me off. I be paying attention to mad shit that a lot of niggas don't even look at. I'm like, why the fuck he wearing a dress for? It looked like he was, and you know what I mean? Like, it looked like he was wearing the white shirt with the red shit. And then he was wearing, it looked like he was wearing a kilt. I'm like, this nigga looked like a fucking, a little Scottish bitch. Is this like some humiliation ritual? Like, why he dressed like that? What's up with this dude? So I question everything, man. It is what it is, dog. But once again, whenever I come through on this content, I'm always bringing up shit that these bigger channels don't never talk about. Nobody's gonna talk about why Suicide Stu was in the wrong. He assumed that Raja was a worker. That's where you fucked up. And then you fucked up again when you assumed that you could assault somebody. You never would have got your face pummeled if you didn't just assault somebody you didn't know. I guess the military didn't teach him that. You know what I'm saying? I guess he's a veteran, but he's not aware of that. So that shows you what kind of soldier he was. Suicide Stu is the type of soldier to not follow orders, to assume shit. So he's the type of soldier that'll get the whole fucking, the whole team murdered. That's the type of person Suicide Stu is. He'll get his whole fucking team murdered because he out here assuming shit and doing shit he not supposed to. But nobody gonna talk about that. I'm gonna be the only person on the entire fucking internet bringing this shit up. Like I said, I'm heavy on the accountability. But we live in a world, people don't even realize we live in a different dimension now, bro. We live in a different world. This is life after accountability. Okay? All right? AA. Okay? We living in 2025 AA. Okay? After accountability. Ain't no, the fuck, what is that? Okay? You gonna have to go in somebody's fucking backyard and dig up some accountability bones. We living in 2025 AA. After accountability. Fuck out of here, man. Let's have a real conversation. 9 to 5 at a butcher shop with a black apron on. Empty beer can. Listen, man. Because at first, somebody had said like the shit was staged, but I'm like, nah, I don't think he would let him. The way he reacted to getting hit in the head with the beer can or whatever can it was. And then these fucking pussies are talking about, it wasn't even anything in the can. I mean, they just, bro, it's like, damn, like, your bias is so fucking blatant, it's pathetic. It wasn't even anything in the can. It doesn't matter, bro. You don't put your hands on somebody. You don't put your hands on somebody with anything, period. So they don't want to talk. Nobody want to talk about that. Nobody is talking about that. All they're talking about is he need to be locked up. He need to go to prison. He's an animal that needs to be in a cage. I'm like, wow. 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 So that's why in this world, bro, public enemy number one is a real nigga. I don't give a fuck what nobody ever say. Public enemy one is a real nigga. A motherfucker that's not scared to die. A motherfucker that's not scared to defend themselves or the people they love. A motherfucker that will not back down. That is public enemy one. A person that is not a coward. That is public enemy one. A person that isn't out here fucking kids. Okay? Look at Ghislaine Maxwell, how they fucking rolling out. Donald Trump is rolling out the red carpet for Ghislaine Maxwell. I wish her well. Oh my God. Then they done took the bitch. She was supposed to be doing 20 years. So wait, you telling me in 2025 people only get 20 years in prison For sex trafficking? Is that what you telling me?
She was probably sex trafficking for 20 years. So then they took her,
They moved her down to basically, it's not even a fucking prison. It's like they said it's like a damn camp or some shit. Look, the point I'm trying to make is, bro,
if you not a fucking coward, pedophile, bitch ass loser, like pussy, like, bro, you not gonna
make it in this world, bro.
Because everything in this world
designed right now. It's designed for real people
to crash out.
There are no rewards for being a real person in this world. There are no rewards for defending yourself. We surrounded by people that's just constantly fucking disrespecting us for no reason. Agents of chaos, fucking habitual narcissists, bro. And as soon, I mean, they start all the drama. These people are the cancer of this earth. And as soon as you fucking address it or try to stand up for yourself or kill the cancer, your life is over. Your life will be over. You know how many times my whole life I had people fucking with me, calling me out of my name, disrespecting me. And every time niggas start something, I finish it, and somehow I'm still the bad guy. So if you a real person, what you gonna have to accept in this world is stepping into the motherfucking bad guy role. You're gonna have to accept being a fucking villain in this backwards ass realm, bro. Period. When Batman, whoever fucking said you live long enough to see yourself become the villain, nigga. Be honest, if you made it to fucking 30, you probably understand what the fuck I'm talking about. If you 30 years old plus, you probably understand what the fuck I'm talking about.
Let's keep it real. Can't make this shit up, bro. It's like when it's just these thoughts that come to my head. When Kyle Rittenhouse,
you know what I'm saying? I don't remember if it was the pedo. I don't remember if he killed him or just shot him a couple times. But when Kyle Rittenhouse shot that pedo, everybody was like, "Who cares?" It was like, fuck, fuck any type of like, judgment or anything like that. They were like, fuck him. But when it come to Ghislaine, ain't nobody saying nothing. When it come to one of the most famous traffickers of all time
in our society, nobody saying nothing. Nobody's saying
nobody got nothing to say to their president. And it's like Donald Trump hung out with a pedophile, a convicted sex offender for 20 years. And that's who you think is qualified to be to lead your country. Yo, this world is a joke, bro. And I'm not a Democrat. Fuck all of them. Fuck all of them.
They all
are traitors.
All of these politicians, all of them, they're all traitors.
This world is cooked.
This world is fucking cooked, bro. And that's why so many people just don't want to live
anymore. These people ain't suicidal. They just don't want to live in this world, in this type of world anymore. This world ain't got to be like this, man. It smell like fucking pizza out here. This world ain't gotta be like this, and it's not supposed to be like this. You hit him in the fucking head. You hit him in the fucking head. Yeah, and I was gonna say that. Dump him on his neck. I was gonna say he need to be happy that he didn't pull out a fucking gun when he was outside and start dumping. That's what I thought you was gonna say. Cause I don't know what state they was in.
But if they was in one of those stand your ground states and you hit somebody in the head with anything, he could have legally pulled out a gun and put that nigga on a t-shirt. Let's have a real conversation. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, you know, a lot of people don't want to have that conversation, bro. But a lot of white people got that fucking, let's just call it what it is. If you're a real white person, you can admit this shit. A lot of white people got that motherfucking complex where they think that they still own niggas and shit. They still think they can fucking, you know what I mean? Put their hands on black people and shit, bro. Or anybody, you know what I mean? Hanging upside down, yup. And he slammed the fuck out of him. And you see how easy he picked him up too? Man, he picked that nigga like he was a baby or something, man. He picked that motherfucker like he was a baby. He was about to burp his baby or some shit. Raja is strong, dog. I would love to know how tall he is and how much he weigh. I wouldn't be surprised if he weighed like 200, 190, 200. He picked that big ass man up, bro. He picked that big ass man up and dropped him on his fucking head. Man, listen, bro. That bum got what he deserved. I don't care, man. So like I said, I just wanted to bring awareness to the fact that nobody's gonna be talking about how this bum Psycho Stu, he fucked up twice. And these are royal fuck ups, you know what I mean? These are, you know, once again, you don't expect a veteran of the military. You don't expect a grown man that's probably 20 years older than him. You don't expect a situation like that. You don't expect a grown man like that to make these types of mistakes unless he's stupid. Okay? Unless he's just a stupid human being. I would never walk up, bro. Bro, I would never just walk up to somebody and just assault them and assume that nothing's gonna happen after that. I don't care if it's an hour, 2 hours, 2 weeks. It's as simple as that. You put your hands on somebody, that was your decision. Now you reap what you sow. Let's have a real conversation, bro. And that goes for fucking, bro. How many wars, you know what I'm saying, are going on right now that are really retaliation wars? Let's have a real conversation. How many fucking wars are happening right now out of retaliation? Out of a country feeling spited? Out of a country feeling disrespected? Get the fuck out of here, man. People, man, countries go to war over less. Man, I didn't fucking hit out of all the buttons, I hit the mute button. Ain't this a bitch? Out of all the buttons, I accidentally hit the mute button. There's like 10 buttons over here. Fucking cocksucker, man. So anyway, All I'm saying is why does Raja gotta go to jail? Why does he have to lose his endorsements, his career, money? You know, why? His status. Why? When all he did was defend himself. You reap what you sow. And like I said, these countries, the United fucking States government, goes to war over retaliation. They might not go to war as soon as something happened, but they start planning, and nobody has a problem with that. Nobody has a problem with weapons of mass destruction, going to war, millions of fucking Americans dying for no reason, but everybody mad about Raja. Everybody mad at Raja. Everybody mad at Raja. But ain't nobody mad when the United States government went to war with its own citizens and they was out here giving you the stupid shot. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. When they was out here putting the stupid shot up in people. Yeah, that was a war. That was a war. That was a whole fucking war. Anyway, it's just too much hypocrisy, bro. It's too much hypocrisy in this world. And at the end of the day, bro, we live in a society where 99% of the people out here is pussy, bro. I don't care what you got on. I don't care if you got a gun on you. You have a pussy mentality. You have a coward mentality. You're not ready to die in the name of honor. You're not ready. You're scared to die. 99% of the people walking around out here. It's as simple as that. You're trained. You're conditioned. You're domesticated on every level, including spiritually. And it's disgusting. It's gross. So we'll see what happens, man. It's low key, and I say I am. You know who I am. You reap what you sow. Remember that. Suicide Stu. He got what he was asking for.